Hola, hola. Welcome everyone. Marlia here with another guitar tutorial. Welcome to everyone who knew that this tutorial was happening today or right now, and to all of you who may have not known and just like found your way here. Welcome to everyone. I'll take just a few moments to start, and I'd love to know if you can hear me well. Phone is a bit too low. Let's see. Let's see if somebody enters and can verify the sound for me. Otherwise, I will just bring the volume a little bit more up, I guess, like this, and should be better. Okay. So today we are going to learn Arbolito Divino, this beautiful song by Nick Barbachano. And you're gonna need a capo, this little buddy over here. And you're gonna place the capo on the 5th fret. Okay, so on your 2nd dot. And it's a fairly easy song, meaning that it just uses 3 chords. At the same time, there are some challenges, let's say. So if you're used to playing barré, then you can use the barré on this B minor 7 that we have. And if you're not used to playing the barré, then I will give you one suggestion of what it is that you can do to be able to still play the song, okay? So with no further ado, let's start. You see that there is a big introduction, let's say, to the song, which might need a little bit more experience for your guitar playing. I will show a couple of tricks of what to do about that at the end, so that the beginners can just like step right in with me right now. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I hope you can hear me well with this mic. The introduction is going until another part, which is a little bit, again, challenging because it uses a more difficult finger picking style, like a tremolo with all the fingers. And then it lands on these 4 chords. 3 of them, 1 is repeated. That they pretty much roll, right? And they loop around the whole of the song. So about the introduction, I will speak later, and you are with me with starting the left-hand side so that we can say which are the chords. And in a moment, I will talk about the finger picking, the easy, super beginner method that you don't need a barré, and then a little bit more intermediate for you that you can already hold your barré. Okay, so having the capo on the 5th fret, from here you will see now the capo as your 1, okay? So from here I will just say 3rd fret, and you will count the 3rd fret from your capo. 2nd fret, you will count your 2nd fret from your capo. If I say E minor, you're gonna just take the shape of the E minor from where the capo is. Right? So the song has these 3 chords, and they go as follows. First is a C major. This one is a C major 7. I will show you how we play it. Then it's a B flat 7. I will show you how we play it. Back to the C major. Back to the B flat, B minor 7. And here we have an E minor. And again to the B minor 7. Back to the E minor. And back to this B minor 7. Sticking around a little bit more here, another bar, as you will listen in the song. That's the whole loop of the chords. C major 7 to B minor 7, C major 7, B minor 7, E minor to B minor 7 to E minor to B minor 7. Okay, until here? This is the left hand. And now here we go with what the right hand should play with the easy version. Oh, by the way, I am doing a live 90-minute tutorial. We're going to together decide on 3 songs, which I'm going to teach you, so you can suggest me your songs. And this will happen on the 22nd of February. And the registration is in your chat box over here. I can see the link. I put the link in the beginning, and you can register and come live with me with a Zoom call this time, so that we can learn 3 songs that you have been inspired to learn, and I will learn them and teach them for you. Or maybe I already know them, I don't know. So I'm waiting for your suggestions, I'm waiting for your impulses, I'm waiting for your registrations. This is happening on the 22nd of February, because it's the 22nd, because it's 2/2 of February 2 of 2022. And I want to do something spectacular this day. I want to bring the whole Familia Medicina together that day, and we can play songs together. If you cannot be there live due to our time difference, you can, the replay link will be available, so you can join in the replay link, and you can definitely send me your suggestions, and you can definitely send me your feedback after. So, are you ready? Shall we start? Look, you will put the index finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Place the ring finger on the 4th string on this 5th fret, always counting from the bar, from the cable. And then put the middle finger on the 4th fret in the 3rd string. So it should sound like this. Okay? Now, if you can, place the pinky in the 5th fret 2nd string, so that you can produce this sound. Okay? So you have, okay? So this is done deliberately to have the pinky and the open E string having the same sound, because, yeah, this is what Nick is doing to create this sound effect. Now, if you would like to keep it super easy, then only using middle fingers. And I will explain later how this will go. So if you find it very hard to change into this shape with all 4 fingers right away, then place your index finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string, and place your middle finger on the 4th fret, 3rd string. And then still have the fingers ready on the right-hand side. I will show this in a minute, to play the rest of the strings. Okay? So this is your first shape. And if you're a beginner and you don't want to use all 4 fingers, or it's not in your speed to change them, then start with this, and then you will practice the other way as well, so that you can start learning how to use the whole chord. From here, the 2nd chord, which is the B minor 7, you will slide back. So you will find your index finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and you will use the ring finger now on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string. Okay, so this is for the ones that don't know how to hold a barré yet, all right? This is how it should sound. Back to the first one. Index finger on the 3rd fret, and the middle finger on the 4th fret, 3rd string, and slide it back to 2nd fret, middle finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. Back to the first one, and back to the B. Okay, so we have like the main bass notes that we need, and 2 or 3 of the higher notes that we need. Because again, this would be an option for those who cannot take the full barré on the 2nd chord. Because on the 1st chord is not really a barré, it's open so that it can create this sound. And it's a little bit challenging to change right away because you need to use all 4 fingers and then slide back to the 2nd fret and barré this B minor 7 shape. So B minor 7 is like your B minor, but without the pinky, yeah? So when you are using the barré, just hold your barré down and remove your pinky. Hello, hello. Welcome. And when you are in your C major, this would also be normal if it was like this. But since you are placing this pinky over here on the 5th fret 2nd string, it turns it into a C major 7. Okay? So this is a little bit from the technical side. You can find all the chords on Google. Just Google it. You will see the placements as they appear. So let's continue with this simpler shape, and then I will move on to the whole shape in a moment. So from the right-hand side, place the thumb on the 5th string, and then just use index finger on the 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd string, and ring finger on the 1st string, so that you are in order. Okay, having your fingers placed like this, and your thumb over on the 5th string, so that you can use thumb, index, and middle ring together, or middle only if you cannot do middle and ring together. And this will be played twice. So thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index, and sliding back to the B minor 7. This time the right hand side again will play the thumb on the 5th string, but now you have your index on the 2nd string and the middle finger on the 1st string. So you are simplifying it. Otherwise, when we are holding the whole barré chord, we can use the same fingers as before, as the previous chord. So this one will go like this. Thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index. Back to this C major shape. Again, thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, middle, index, middle. Back to the B7, B minor 7. So that it can sound like this in the end. Okay, are you playing it with me? Let's go for a couple of rounds. 3, 4. B minor, C major. minor. One more time. B minor. One last time, C major. B minor. Beautiful. The count, the actual count is twice. So C major, B minor, C major, B minor. Sounds like this. To change into E minor. So here you can change your bass, your thumb to the 6th string, right? Because you have E, E open. And I mean, it's not an E because we're using the capo, but it's an E string. And you can place your fingers, but you're not actually using them, not yet, unless you start to play another thumb bass. The index finger will be still on the 2nd string, the middle finger will be still on the 1st string, exactly like we were before in the B minor. So coming from the B minor, 2nd time, off to the E, so I can even not hold anything, back to the B, same strings, 6th, 2nd, 1st, 6th, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 5, 6, 5th, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 5th, 2nd, 1st, 2nd. And that would be the whole 2nd part. One more time from the E. Again, you can hold your E and choose to create another thumb bass. So, for example, like this. Right? And back to the B. Back to the E minor and B. And here you stay a little bit longer. 3, 4. Back to the C major. The whole shape. B minor, C major, B minor, E minor. Back to B, E minor, back to B, and stay, and stay, and stay. And here concludes the one verse. With the lyrics, it sounds Arbolito, arbolito divino, raíces profundos, abraza el mundo, nuestro camino con tu medicina, todas las plantas divinas, Mari, di, 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 di. Okay? And if, of course, if you're still practicing, you can take that speed a little bit further down so that you can catch the phrases as well if you're singing. Arbolito divino, raíces profundos, abraza el mundo, nuestro camino con tu medicina. Todas las plantas divinas, Mari, Mari, ri, 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 ri. Okay? Practice this one, and if it flows really well, then come to practice with me this a little bit more challenging way to play the chords, so that you can use the full spectrum of the frequencies. And here is the one that I said you would need to use your pinky over in the C major shape, so that you can make it C major 7, and you can use the barré to play this B minor 7 without the pinky. E minor stays the same, and then again B minor stays the same. The counting stays the same. So here you will incorporate all the fingers, meaning that now moving into this a little bit more challenging, yeah, for the maybe intermediate ones, or the ones that you can hold a barré, right? You can use the thumb over at the 5th string, index finger over at the 3rd string, sorry, middle finger on the 2nd string, and ring finger over at the open E string, which is the same sound as the second string. Okay? Then the second time round, you're gonna move the thumb to the fourth string. So the one you're holding here with your ring finger. And again, index, middle, and ring. So the whole shape for this C major 7 sounds like okay? Thumb, index, middle and ring together, index, fourth, index, middle and ring together, index. One more time. Thumb on the fifth, index, middle and ring, index, on the fourth, index, middle and ring, index. Okay? Twice, as I played it right now. Moving on to the B minor shape, which you essentially hold a barre down the second fret, again, second from the capo, right? And you are placing your fingers just like a B minor. So middle finger, ring finger will go on the fourth fret, fourth string, and middle finger will go on the third fret, second string, removing the pinky, right? So you don't sound the pinky note, but you sound another one, which sounds amazing. So in this pattern, in this chord, the right-hand side will be, again, thumb, index, middle and ring, index, and then thumb on the fourth string, index, middle and ring, and index. So again, thumb on the fifth, index, middle and ring, index, thumb on the fourth, index, middle and ring, index, I'll correct that. Thumb on the fifth, index, middle and ring, index, thumb on the fourth, index, middle and ring, index. Okay, let's do this together. 3, 4, and that's the whole pattern. First part, and now we move on to E minor. So again, you can shape your E minor over here. First, you're gonna play the bass, index, middle and ring, index. This doesn't change, the right hand. Back to your B. And back to the E. And to the B. And here is where you keep it a little bit longer. And that concludes the second part, right? So all together in the speed, I will play it once in the normal speed, and then I can also one more time slow it down so that we can play it together. It sounds like this. Okay, this would be the whole verse again. So one more time, a little bit slowed down. So if you're holding the guitar and you want to play with me, please come together. 3 and 4. Back to the C major, 7. B flat, B minor, 7, E minor, B minor, and stay, and stay. This concludes the one verse. And of course, then it loops, right? Because the lyrics change, but the loops, the chords of each loop remain the same. With the lyrics, it sounds like this. I'm going back to the sort of normal speed, yeah? Oh, by the way, if you like this tutorial, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support what I do, give me like a super sticker or a super chat, and you will find this in the chat box just below. Thank you so much for being here. There is one C major 7 that we start with, right? So I will start like this. Arbolito divino, raíces profundo, plaza del mundo, nuestro camino, con tu medicina, todas las plantas divinas, Mari, Mari, Yajecito curaca de la selvacita, la Pachamamita trae sabiduría a nuestra familia, trae alegría a la llana quietía, capi, 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 capi. Ayahuasquita cura mi cuerpo con tu amorcito, cura mi mente, viejo doctorcito, cura mi gente, poderoso abuelito, bobo, 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 bobo. Okay, so this is the normal speed, double up, and using the barres and using the pinky for the C major 7, right? So this is like where you can ultimately reach the song. Now, if you would want to do this, but you don't want to change twice, this is the one tip that I will give, because if you notice, I started it this way, then you can just use it once, meaning that the thumb, index, middle ring, index can be just played once and not twice. And once you get your speed going further, then it can become something like of your practice. Mantraman, welcome. Thank you for your comments. And if you are still here, can you check with me that the sound is okay? Please. There is this ability to check the sound in other platforms, and here I haven't found how you do that. So yeah, if you can just give me a thumbs up for the sound, that would be amazing. Sound of the voice and sound of the guitar as well. My mic is just here, so yeah, I'm wishing that you can hear me well, but I don't want to talk like that. So so this idea for change. 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 Change to E. B. E. B. Okay, so it's like singling it out. But if you have practiced that much that you can play the double, then the double is what Nick is doing in the recording. With the lyrics, the single will be like this. Arbolito divino, raíces profundos, abraza el mundo, nuestro camino, con tu medicina, todas las plantas divinas, Mari, Mari, ri, 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 ri. Okay, and if I do the double speed, for those of you who are here, then it sounds like this. Arbolito divino, raíces profundos, abraza el mundo, nuestro camino, con tu medicina, todas las plantas divinas, Mari, Mari, ri, 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 ri. All right, beautiful people, we have reached the end of the song, meaning that this will just loop and loop and loop. There is another 3 verses, and then he goes into this 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, which is sort of like an instrumental round, and then he repeats the whole song one more time 4 verses plus the 99999. Okay, so for those of you who have entered now, hi, welcome. And if you would like this instructions on how to play Arbolito Divino, just go back to the beginning of this video. I'm giving one easier version of holding the left hand side for those of you who do not play yet the barres, and then another more intermediate version for those of you who can hold a barre and can have a little bit more elaborate finger picking on the right hand side. I'm just going to show you what it's in the introduction. So if you again have your capo on the 5th, then trace where is your 12. Okay, so now I'm counting just like 12 from the beginning, but I'm not going to show you this. I'm not going to give you the map for this. I'm just going to tell you that it runs on a normal major scale. Okay, so that in the beginning there is a descending scale, okay, that comes from the 12th all the way to as if you were playing an E minor chord, okay? So you start from the 12th and you come down the scale. The first time you land on the open second, okay? The second time, again from the 12, you land on the 3rd fret, again, 3rd from the capo, on the 2nd string. The 3rd time round, you start from this 10th. Now I'm counting from the top. It's not easy to count them after the 5. So you start from this note. And you land on the open E string. And the 4th time round, you start from this E, open E string, and you go a little bit up and down the scale. Again, as I'm saying, I'm not going to give you the full map for it, but try and play it and listen to it and see what sounds good. It can be the 2nd fret, this the 3rd fret on the E string, so, and then come again down the scale. There is a little bridge over here that goes a little bit like this. And now we move to the second part of the introduction. So one more time, the introduction starts with this solo descending scale from where you are with your capo on the 5th, that you're starting your fingers, mainly the pinky, because you're going to start coming descend, right? So you start with the pinky on the 1st string on the 12th fret, so that it sounds a little bit like. It's not exactly it, but I'm just giving you a little map of how, if you're already in this level of guitar playing, how you can incorporate a little bit of your own imagination and inspiration into the scale. What happens next is one of my favorite things ever. I love to play fingerstyle tremolo. This is not for beginners. This is not even for intermediates. This is for advanced. I've been classically trained, so I somehow know how to do this since a very young age. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes dedication, and it takes a good guitar as well. good strings, good guitar. I'm not holding my best guitar, and I don't definitely not have updated strings, but because exactly it's been in my nature and I've been doing this for years, I know how to play tremolo on almost any stringed instrument. So what the tremolo sounds like is like this. So this is like a little bonus ride, even for you who just love to hear this, or for you who are a little bit close to this but cannot play it yet. So what happens is that the three fingers are creating a succession, a continuation. You can start always from your ring and go ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index, and then the thumb comes in as well each time, so that it's ring, middle, index, thumb, ring, middle, index, thumb, ring, middle, index, thumb. And you just speed that up a lot. So what happens here is that essentially is an E minor chord, but he plays it on the 12, so that he can have like this kind of charango frequency, because it's like charango is like super high. So if you are here with me and you would like to play this is pretty simple. It's an E minor chord. You can either use the barré or keep the E string, high E string, first string open or closed, meaning you are using the barré with the whole index finger to produce this chord. If you slide back 2, you will find your G major. Again, I'm not using the whole barré shape. I'm just holding the 3 fingers that I need, plus I'm positioning down my barré so I can have the 4th note over here. If you slide back another 2, you will find your C major, which is the one that we are starting the song with, but not 7, just simple C major, and it looks like this. Again, it's this shape, but simplified. And if you slide back 1, you will find the B minor shape that we are also using in the song. So one more time, it's the E minor, slide back to G major, slide back to C major, of course. It's just like coming back the scale. So E minor, D major, C major, B minor. Okay, so what he does in the recording is essentially this. He starts with A minor, D major, back to E minor, and now C major, B minor, again C major to B minor. And here is the end of the introduction and the beginning of your C major 7 chord to start the song. And stay, and stay. Amazing medicine, familia. This has been the guitar tutorial for Arbolito Divino by Nick Barbachano, that I love all of his creations very much. And I hope you are here with me to learn how to play. I am doing these tutorials because out of your response and request, and asking me to play specific songs, and this has been indeed one of your requests, and it was also on my list because I truly love it. Stay tuned for more tutorials. I'm doing one every week from here from Bali, and I hope that the sound today has been okay, because I can see only like 2 green dots over here. I will finalize the live and realize that, oh my gosh, I didn't have any sound, but I wish that it has been okay. If you find yourself in a financial abundance and you can offer something for this beautiful way of sharing with you, please click on one of the sponsorships over here on my channel that you can give a little bit of budget every month, or give a one-off offering here with the super chat or the super sticker available on the chat box, just under the chat box. I will definitely appreciate any of your offerings. And of course, even if you don't offer anything, many blessings to you. I hope you are having a wonderful day. You are staying healthy wherever you are. Stay tuned for the February 22nd live. This will come in a Zoom link, live with you there and your camera there and your guitar hands on. Be able to suggest me a song that you would love to learn, and I will learn it, or I already know it, I will teach it for you. And I'm sure a lot of more people would love to know that song. And the link is in the chat box for this live tutorial on the 22nd of February, and I will now update some of the tutorials in the description with this link so that you can find it easily and register. So until the next time, I'm wishing you a very beautiful day or evening wherever you are, and signing off, Marlia from Bali. Ciao.